Good evening, it is Saturday evening. I thought for today's vlog we would have a theme reading in-depth emotional books that may or may not make me cry. I recently went to Wickles and picked up My Friends by Fredrik Backman. I've read one novella by him and it was 70 pages and he managed to invoke emotions out of me. I still think about it so often, and it was The Long Way Home, and it's or something like that. It's about a boy, a granddad and a grandson and a son for 3 generations. It is just such a beautiful story of the granddad and how he is going through his stages of dementia, and I thought if he could evoke that much emotion in a 70-page book, then I am really excited to see what other emotions can be drawn up. This is his latest release. I'm so excited to read it. I really want to read his trilogy, but every time I go to the bookshop or the library, there's not one book in stock. Starting with his new release, which I'm not mad about. I love the cover of this book. This one is a literary fiction. I believe it is about art and friendship and relationships. On the back it says, "You have to take life for granted, the artist thinks. The whole thing, sunrises and slow Sunday mornings and water balloons and another person's breath against your neck. That's the only courageous thing a person can do." In the corner of one of the most famous paintings in the world, 3 tiny figures sit at the end of the pier. Most people don't even notice them. Most people think it's just a depiction of the sea, but Louisa, an aspiring artist herself, knows otherwise. 25 years earlier, in a distant seaside town, a group of teenagers seek refuge from their bruising home lives. By spending long summer days together, they tell jokes, they share secrets, they commit small acts of rebellion. These lost souls find in each other a reason to get up each morning, a reason to dream, a reason to love. Out of that summer emerges a transcendent work of art, painting that will unexpectedly be placed into an 11-year-old Louisa's care. Determined to learn how it came to be and to decide what to do with it, Louisa embarks. And it's got themes of friendship, coming in age, and I believe it's set in summer, and even though it's the height of winter in New Zealand, I'm still very excited to read this book, and I just love the cover. And then my mum actually chose this book out for me when she visited Christchurch a few months ago. I got her a book and she got me a book, and she chose one, Paul Murray, and it's called The Bee Sting. This one is set in Ireland, contemporary literary fiction. It says that it's funny, instant classic, a thing of beauty. The cover and the praise on it all sounds very promising. It's got what the Irish Times says, ambitious, expansive, hugely entertaining. What does it say? The Barnes family are in trouble. Until recently they ran the biggest business in town. Now they're teetering on the brink of bankruptcy, and that's just the start of their problems. Dickie and Alda's marriage is hanging by a thread. Straight A student Cass is careening off the rails. PJ is hopelessly in debt to the school bully. Meanwhile, the past is rising up to meet them, but everyone's too wrapped in their present to notice disaster looming. I've never heard of this author or read anything by him before, so kind of going into this one without any expectations whatsoever. It was shortlisted for the Booker Prize 2023 and winner of the Nero Book Award 2023. So I've got a few books that are outside my usual comfort zone of reading. They're my usual palate cleanser romance that I lean towards. And then one of my sister's favourite authors. I got it as a gift for her. My mum had already given it to her. I thought, you know what, I kept it. I just think it's the prettiest cover ever. I cannot pick the first book, so I'm going to put it into Spin the Wheel. My Friends, and then The Bee Sting. I actually can't remember what the new release book for Chloe Wash is called, so I'm going to put Chloe. I'll put Boys of Tommen. Boys of Tommen. Okay. Done. actually got the one that I wanted to read first. I'm gonna be starting today's reading vlog with my friends. Situation here and a decaf coffee. Taste test. I'm not very far in at all. Fredrik Backman's writing style is so unique. It feels so simple, yet there already seems to be so many layers into the story. I didn't have a bookmark yesterday, so I just ripped out the back of the chocolate. I actually went op shopping this morning. Summery blue shirt just to throw over bikini or denim shorts or something. I just love a man's shirt, honestly, in summer. They're the best. These are all summer clothes because I just feel like they had such a great selection in the middle of winter. If you dress here, it's got strap adjustments. And I feel like you could wear this in spring as well with like a long sleeve top underneath. This was a Princess Polly white shirt for $12 and it's a size 12 and it was just another little kind of summery throw on over your outfit, dress or bikini or something. I just love that in summer. This one's a bit different. So cute, the little pocket detail. It's up to mid-calf. Even just with a bikini top, that would look really cute. This is a brand new Converse grey sweatshirt of this blue floral dress. I think this one's designed in New Zealand actually. I just thought it was so nice with some little cowboy boots. The last little blue dress I got, which I thought was kind of sweet as well, is this one here. Just a long dress again with like little boots and a cute little handbag or something would just be so fun. I found a little Disney Bambi brown oversized jumper which I love. My favourite purchase I got was a Calvin Klein denim brand new store with a tag on. I was just having such a good day. I think I got there like as they opened at 10 and then I looked down at my watch and it was 11:30. The only thing that they were lacking was handbags. They didn't have many accessories and like baggy t-shirts. I didn't really find any cutie ones that I liked the look of, but that was a pretty good summer and winter haul right there. Let's get back into the book chat. Morning everybody, I'm just off for a swim and I've got kind of got my togs on, you can see them a little bit. And head to the mall to do some perusing. I've got a few things that I want to get. Oh, I'll show you my new denim jacket. It was a Calvin Klein one that still had the tag on it and it's honestly it's a size medium and I got it op shopping, secondhand shopping, and it's just the perfect oversize. The denim, the quality feels so fun, but I'm also going to pick up some leggings and some soft cozy boy shorts. So yeah, tanks, leggings and comfy kind of clothes because so hence the reason I've been doing a few op shopping and just getting some comfy clothes. I actually swapped out my gym routine for swimming because I was doing gymming up until about 6 or 7 weeks maybe, but then on like the 7th week I did a workout. I was following a pregnancy first trimester safe guideline as well, which was really good on, is it We Glow, is it Steph? She's from the UK, she has an amazing app. I followed that before I found out I was pregnant, and then because I'd done a few of her strength and strong or something like that challenges, but I really liked her workouts, and then I did the pregnancy guide up half of it, and then I was just getting so sore, like it took me like a whole week to recover. And then I was feeling like all the symptoms of the first trimester as well, so I was like, oh man, I think I just want to prefer, for me, like my energy to go to the baby instead of, I don't like need to be like doing like heavy lifting, and but that's just my personal preference. And then mum said that she swam. I've got 4 younger siblings, so she swam throughout all her pregnancies, and I went for a swim and loved it. I just felt so good in the water, and then like even like just moving my belly and stretching in different ways, still like it's still like muscle, good for your muscles, because swimming, you know, in the water has a lot of resistance. And it was, I went for a walk when we went to Oxford Tekuo I was pregnant then, and we this walk, and I got so out of breath. I was just like, what is this already? Like in the first trimester, like I just couldn't, like my heart rate was going up so much. So I was like, I really need to work on my cardiovascular fitness. So swimming has done wonders for that. I've been really enjoying it. It's gentle, low impact, so I've been really enjoying that. And then my midwife said it was okay to sit in the spa, or like the hot pools. That's why we asked her before we went to the hot pool. She said it's okay, but you'll just start to feel dizzy or like lightheaded. Just have some water or get out and sit out on the edge for a little bit. But she said it was okay. So I've been enjoying my treat after my swim. I've been doing 40 laps, which is 1k. I was gonna do 30, and then I was like, oh, just try, like you could do 40, it's 1 kilometer. So I was like, okay, I'll try it. And then like the first like 40 laps that I did, I was like really struggling. And then the day after that, it was nice because I was like, oh, like, you know how you do always like have a little improvement. So I've been trying to improve my time every time I go. But I've been sitting, this will be the 5th week that I've been swimming. Yes, last week I only went swimming twice, but I did yoga a few times as well. But then, and lots of walking. And then on, well, not lots and lots, like sometimes I just have days where I'm just like laying in bed and I don't want to move. But for my job, it's very walking, it's walking friendly. I like do a lot of walking at steps at work, and me and my colleague always compare steps. So like, how many have you done today? So I have been shopping, and I got, because I'm going to be like the height of pregnant in January. January is my due date. So I thought, like, postpartum, before the baby, just like get some flowy big dresses. I'm really excited. I'll be week 15 in a few days. So just started my 2nd trimester. Yeah, so I'm gonna go swimming. Long story short, I'm gonna go swimming, go to the mall, and come back and read my friends. So far I am up to chapter 4, and the main character Louisa and her friend Fish, they met in one of their foster homes together. Louisa never felt safe, and then she met Fish. Oh, she also only understood her mum's mother tongue, which we don't know what that is, and so she was mute a lot of the time in her childhood. And then she met Fish, and she just had an instant connection. He was kind to her, or she, I don't know if it's a he or she, kind to her. You find out that she's at this art exhibition, and it's talking about how old rich people are kind of like, they don't know how to fund, they're just comparing like expensive lives and blah blah. She goes in with some spray paint, not to vandalize the painting, but she wants to leave a little spray next to the artwork. She gets caught, and the bodyguard kicks her out, and she runs away. And then all I'm up to now, she's bumped into a homeless person where she was going to run to. Also, within the first couple of chapters, you find out that her mum left her when she was 5 years old, and then the neighbours took her, and then she ended up in foster care. Her mum was found deceased, and then they wanted to let the closest relatives know, which happened to be Louisa. She found out that her mum died of overdosing, and in her mind she internalized that as drowning inside her body from substance abuse. And so now she's really afraid of the water. She's never seen the water, she's never been to the water. Also, within the first couple of chapters, you get really touched by Louisa and Fish's friendship, and then you find out that Fish actually died as well. But then we've got Louisa's point of view, and we're going to find out what this meaning is of this special piece of art that she came across on a postcard at the first foster home with Fish, and it just held so much sentimental reason to her. So we're going to find out a little bit more about the art and what it means to Louisa. She's already given some of her opinions on what the art means to her, but she keeps on saying it's not a painting of the ocean. But I think she's really interested in the 3 people, friends, and what they've been through to become such good friends. But anyway, all that in just a few chapters. I really don't know where the story is going. I am intrigued. The writing style is so simple and easy to follow. It always takes me a wee while to get into a new book, so I'm not completely invested yet, but I think if I keep pushing through, within the next couple of chapters we'll be getting there. So I'm excited to maybe read at a cafe and then come home after we've been to the shop. It's all kind of in the same area. My favourite cafe is by the mall, so I am excited to maybe pop in there for a little coffee. And they do the best bagels I've ever had in my life. They're not known for their bagels, they've got like everything. They've got cabinet food, menu food, but their avocado bagel is just There's something in it, I don't know what they put it in it, but it's just delicious. It's like this like thick wad of avocado mixed with like seasoning and lemon, and I don't know, it's just so delicious, and a few sliced tomatoes and some greens, so I might potentially get that. I just realized I've been yapping for so long, so let's go to the pool, have a little swim, have a little relaxing spa, and get some comfy maternity clothes, and then go read at a cafe. I just couldn't think of a better morning for my day off, so let's go. This book is profoundly moving. I am up to page 57. My eyes will just start welling up a little bit at that last chapter. I feel like you've just met these people but you know them so well. His writing is so simple but just so touching. This morning I did end up going for a swim and that was so nice. It was so refreshing. Then I went to Cotton On Body. I think Cotton On is where they have like the soft tops, so just tanks things, but that is not urgent. I don't need tank tops now, it's the middle of winter, but I don't know, that was on my list for some reason, and it just wait until later in the pregnancy anyway. But I did go to Kmart and I got some very basic cotton leggings. I was searching all around the store because I asked Mum, what did you wear during your pregnancies, and she said baggy shirts and just Glassons leggings. I went to Kmart and they were like $8 each, and so I got about 4 pairs. I got the 3/4 length black ones and I got the full length black. I got 2 size 10 because they feel comfortable at the moment, and then I got 2 size 12, and I'll probably wear those to work. Then what did I do? Oh, I went to Addington Co-op for a coffee, which is the place that I have my favourite bagels. Thoroughly enjoyed my decaf piccolo, and my bagel, avocado bagel, is honestly sensational. In Addington stores, got a few books. They generally have non-fiction and a few fiction, and they have trade aid things and like little knickknacks and trinkets that are really cute and handmade normally. And looking through the sale bin, I just sort of randomly, I was about to leave and then I saw book sale and 2 containers full of books. I was like, it never hurts to browse a book sale. I was browsing and I stumbled across this book here, Anxious People. It's $14 and I was so stoked. And then I went around the corner and they had like more on display for $14. And I went, I don't know if he's the owner, but he's super friendly, and he was just chatting away and telling me how much he adored this book, and he really sold it, because I don't really know anything about this book here. I know it's one of his really popular books, but I haven't heard much about it, and he just said he was reading it and chortling his way through, and then like he'd flip the page and then his eyes would just be flooded with tears. And so this could be a spontaneous ad to reading books that make me cry, but I was just so chuffed that it was there. It's such a cool cover as well. And then it says on the back by the Washington Post, captures the messy essence of being human, as likely to make you laugh as it is to make you cry. So that was a fun little interaction at the coffee shop. I just love going to Addington. It's such a good coffee shop. What's the time? Okay, I'm gonna read for about 25 more minutes and just get back into it, but I just wanted to touch base with you at chapter 9 because I'm definitely feeling some emotions swelling up inside of me from this read, and I really am understanding the picture now. It all just clicks. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday morning. Didn't end up reading anything yesterday. This morning I went to a Pilates class and it was so good. It was the first time in literally, I think, all year that I've been to a Pilates class. Such a good burn. And I went with my bestie in Christchurch. I'll try it once or twice a week for as long as I can during pregnancy or whatever feels comfortable. Such a nice studio. I didn't get any photos. It's like wooden roof, warm, soft colours. It's like stone wash, warm undertone walls, and it was just the vibe, and the instructor was so friendly and so like inviting to the class. It made it so fun. And then I've got my 3rd midwife appointment this afternoon before work, so yeah, get my results for that. Boyd did our first scan and our blood test, so they combine the results, so we get our results for how the baby's developing, and which is kind of exciting, then see what my blood test results are as well.
A shadow passes across the old woman's forehead.
Morning, it is Monday morning and I'm just gonna go get a warrant to fitness, but I'm gonna take my book and read. I've got about 110 pages left of My Friends to go. Since we started this vlog. I am currently reading Releasing 10 by Chloe Walsh. I've read heaps this morning. I am up to 51%, page 490. I woke up this morning and read for a few hours non-stop. Then last night before I went to sleep I just read and read and read. I've been actually feeling like quite tired at night, so I fall asleep quite quickly and don't have as much time to read as I think I do in the evening. That's okay because 51%, I've got a few hours to read this afternoon. I'm just very parched right now, so I'm just making it's like a raspberry lemonade Barker's syrup. I don't know if we've got the ratio right, but we'll soon find out. It's such a pretty colour. Very frothy. I've been feeling a little bit blue all day, and I think it's because of the book. This book is honestly getting me really in my feels. I can't stop thinking of the characters they're going through. It starts off when Lizzie and Hugh are very, very young, and it's really interesting because this is their point of view, it's their story, and you really get to know Lizzie and Hugh. In the first and second book, I believe, like, she comes across as very like confident, doesn't care what others think, but what she's going through in her home life is honestly just horrendous, and it makes me sick to my stomach what she's going through. She's got bipolar. Look up all the trigger warnings for this book because they're quite heavy, I would say. It's a lot, and I think I'm up to, there's the boat scene about 20%. If you've read the first books in the series, you know, and my heart just actually dropped in that whole chapter. I couldn't stop bawling my eyes out, even though I already know what's happened. Reliving it all is like honestly horrific. That chapter made me really sad, and it's just been a really sad book, to be honest. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but to a turning point in Lizzie's life. I think we might be going into the teenage years soon. Really, really sad so far. Like honestly, just like that like horrible feeling in your gut where you just feel like, and then you just feel like a bit blue and everything. So this one is definitely the saddest book that I've read out of all 3 books. It is Wednesday morning. I finished releasing 10 yesterday morning. I spent all morning in bed reading it, and I was really unwell after I read this book, and I was actually so sad all day. It really broke me. It was just like heart-wrenchingly sad. It really destroyed me. Lizzie's story, you get so much character depth. It's basically character analysis of Lizzie and Hugh. Lizzie has got bipolar disorder. She experiences sexual abuse when she is young, and it talks about basically for the first 50% of the book, it's trauma after trauma, how early onset bipolar affected Lizzie from very young. It runs in her family. Her auntie had bipolar. The signs of bipolar were exacerbated during puberty and teenage years, and what she had to go through was just so out of her control. She was just born with bipolar. Her family situation is so heartbreakingly sad, but I'm getting like emotional thinking about it and talking about it. But she manages to find the most wonderful friend group, especially Hugh. Hugh is the most kindest, smartest, like honestly, like, oh, he's everything you want in a book boyfriend. Honestly, he's so supportive of Lizzie from the moment he sees her. He's honestly infatuated with her, and you just get behind the scenes of Lizzie and Hugh, because from the other books you don't see much. You just see her as this kind of confident and kind of doesn't come across as that approachable sometimes in the other books. The end of this book just broke me. Shows how mature she is, the things she says to Hugh. And yeah, I found this book very, very sad. It's the saddest book out of all three. 4 stars out of 5. It was just only brought down a star because it was just so heavy. I really couldn't put this book down. Like every spare second I had, I was reading this book. I thought going into it, 900 pages. I thought there's no way I'm ever going to be able to finish this book in a week for this reading vlog, but I couldn't put it down. I thought what was going to happen in part 2 of this book was going to happen in part 1 because it was so long, but Chloe Walsh says that's just the beginning of Lizzie's story, so we're getting another book. It's so heavy, but the resilience that Lizzie shows is just honestly very amazing, to be honest. She really is one of the most resilient characters. Oh, all the characters in this book are so resilient for what they go through. I think I definitely need a happy book after reading this one. These characters, honestly, the found family, it's like love at first sight, but it's obviously like over their childhood and teenage years that relationship develops from friendship to friends to lovers. We're going backwards. The middle book that I started to listen to on audiobooks, I think my camera's not actually straight. That's just the dishwasher in the background. This book here was truly an experience. It was out of my general genre of books that I read. Both my sisters have read this book and they really, really rated it and raved about it so highly. Her writing is just something that is so enticing and beautiful, and it's lyrical, but in a way that she's telling you historical facts. You've got a beautiful plot and storyline in this book. Those 3, oh, that's my mom. Okay, I'll give it 5 minutes. I have to go to work soon. So yeah, you've got 3 characters that you follow. Characters here also go through amazing growth and development. It's all interwoven through water, and like how it starts with a single teardrop, and she just brings it together in a full circle so nicely. And the cover is just gorgeous. Set in Victorian London, so that's Arthur's point of view, and then we've got in Turkey 2014 we've got Naran. It talks about each river in each country as well, so we've got the Thames, and then we've got the River Tigris in Turkey, and then and we've got London 2018. So there's 3 storylines. I would really recommend this book. I gave it 4 stars only because it took a little bit to get into. With all the books that I read, they all have from childhood actually, and how that shapes them as people through the hardships they face and how they grow. Yeah, I would really recommend that one there. And last but not least, the book that I actually finished first, which also has another beautiful cover, is My Friends. The thing that I liked most about this book was the unexpected relationship between Louisa and Ted. Louisa is a teenage girl. She's had a life in foster homes and unsettling upbringing. She has found it really unsafe in her foster homes until she met Fish, and when she met Fish there was a postcard on the fridge of this painting here, and she held on to it ever since. The story is set over a train ride. Ted, who is a friend of the painter, kind of telling the story of the painter and the friendship group over the course of the train ride, which I thought was really unique and really cool, and it was just very, very, very well done, and I gave this one a 4 stars out of 5 as well. The found family in this book is also amazing. Coming of age, I really enjoyed the element of hope. All these books had like elements of human connection, and it was just a very touching week of reading. If you want to pick up any of these books, I would recommend this one as part of a series. All round beautiful, beautiful writing. Been yabbering on for so long. Thank you so much for watching this vlog, especially if you got to this part of the video. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.